really pleased about that win. I think that, as Illinois really has great quickness, they good defense. We were very fortunate that they dried up a little bit from three. Our guy, I think we guarded them better once Richardson and Paul had hit some, and even Abrams had hit some pretty good threes against us. And the big thing with us tonight was just hanging in there, taking care of the ball, not turning the ball over, make sure we get a good shot. So really pleased that we could be able to do that. Loved how many young kids got out there and played. Jordan Morgan getting the ankle injury early. Gave three guys an opportunity to play that haven't been getting as many minutes as they'd like. So really impressed by our big men filled in there. And then the other four perimeter guys played really a good game, both offensively, so you can see by our numbers, but defensively, the numbers that Illinois hit, I think had a lot to do with a great, tough attitude by our defense.
John, what's Morgan's status?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that he has a sprained ankle. That's all I know so far. So it was enough that he could not put weight on it.
You think he could have played in the second half?
No, could not have. No, or we would have. I mean, I think we need him every day out there. So we elected not to. Didn't want to hurt it anymore.
Illinois, when they started the season, they were really shooting the ball well.
Yep.
What are you seeing from them, and what do you do?
I've had, because a lot of my teams have been based on three-point shooting. Sometimes it's just a matter of having one game where a couple of guys hits a shot. I mean, it gives everybody confidence. I mean, my team's had some incredible dry spells at times, and when you play that way, it can get difficult at times. So you're trying to tell you guys maybe not to settle for threes. At the same time, that's maybe why you're so good. So they'll shoot their way out of it eventually. It's a lot of hard work and everybody just hanging in there and believing in each other.
John, your team seemed to learn how to play when you aren't shooting the ball. First half, the threes weren't there, and you guys still hung in there, and they had more patience, it seems like.
Well, they were switching every ball screen, so it took us. We anticipated that, but we practiced for it all 15 minutes. We anticipated a lot of things they could do, even from back up with Ohio University last year when John was coaching there. We were in a 2-day prep period trying to get ready for so many things. That took us a little time to adjust to that. Because Trey was shooting over a long guy, so that's the 4 from 10. But I think overall, you got to get comfortable. You're on the road, and hey, they're guarding us too. They're guarding us.
John, talk about Horford. He played the season high 17 minutes and really looked active. Looked like he wasn't getting a lot of problems at all.
It is really for him to get to where he needs to be. He needs to get reps in both practice and games. Because of those injuries, it's been tough to get him the reps that he needs. I mean, I'm talking guys that he set out almost all last year. He needs a high volume of reps. And when we're playing for Big Ten championships, you're not experimenting in games with him. And today, he practiced really, I thought he played really well the other day against Purdue, practiced really well the last couple of days. He's got enough volume right now where we felt he could play, and of course with Jordan's hurt, it expedited.
Is there a different road mentality with these guys? I mean, you guys have been, except for the Ohio State game, being able to handle people pretty well.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I think that we finished the season last year strong on the road. So I think any time that you hang in games, you don't turn it over, you don't let the crowd get into it, you got a chance.
You sense that you guys really got any kind of road pickup out of the way against Ohio State? Because it just hasn't been, that first half was rough.
Ohio State's really good. Ohio State's really good, and they played great basketball. I can't say would we do anything different to win that game? The shots didn't go in because they guarded us really well. They got an experienced team. They got a system there that's been in there for a long time, and they're not going to be too many people go to Ohio State and win.
Seems like teams hang with you for the first half, and it also seems like you guys find another gear in the second half and put teams away. Talk a little bit about that.
I think that's common with most teams. I mean, if most games were over at halftime, everybody would say, wow, that was a close game. And it's going to be single digits if a team is going to win the game a lot of time in the first half. Very rarely do you see a team blow a team out in the second half or in the first half. Very rarely you see that score. So it's we pride ourselves being in good shape. We pride ourselves in really have a togetherness that we're trying to take really quality shots and defend.
John, there's going to be more than a good chance to be number one in the world after doing even longer.
Yeah, we sort of been anticipating that question, haven't we? You know, here's where it is, guys. It's January 27th, and not one of you in here can remember who was number one last January 7th. So we don't, that to our team, that really does not make a big difference. I'm sure a lot of our fans and water coolers and coffee shops and people that love Michigan and hate Michigan, that's probably something they hate or they love right now. Our big thing is let's keep getting better every day. Every day, let's get better in practice, let's get better in study hall, let's get better in classes. And why we focus on winning the Big Ten championship. Because while the Big Ten, if you watch the Big Ten right now, bigger and better things may even come out of our Big Ten champion or someone else in the top. So let's concentrate on that, and that's the number one we're looking for.
Can you elaborate on Max Beard? It felt kind of a homecoming for him, and how he played today and how he's progressing so far.
Yeah, it was. I'm really thrilled for him right now because it wasn't like a great initial debut with the air ball. In fact, that was one of the first things we made fun of. All his teammates were on him in the locker room, and but it certainly ended well where his team won. He made a couple of really gutty plays, and I'm really pleased for him because he redshirted last year while he worked at his game. And many times in practice, he plays just as well as anybody we have. We're just trying to find minutes for everybody, and that's hard.
John, from Illinois' perspective, John Groce trying to build a program like you did. What's been the key for you to get it to the caliber where you guys are now?
I think we've had incredible patience by our administration and support of what we needed. Incredible that they wanted Michigan basketball to compete for Big Ten championships. And then just as the young men get used to your culture, get used to what your expectations, it just feeds. Tim Hardaway has been taught. Tim Hardaway and Trey Burke out there are really playing Michigan basketball the right way. Well, they didn't just learn from our coaching staff. Stu Douglas and Zach Novak were in their ear every day, and you have to have that over time to get that done. So I have no question that will get done here. He really knows what he's doing. And they have good talent and good recruiting. It's the University of Illinois. It's a heck of a place.
Did you use the sour taste of the Ohio game last year for some redemption?
No, I think our guy, I mean, we showed some video because of the fact of some of the options that they ran and some of the defensive options they ran. But that was it. But I'm sure they saw it, and we did. They really played a great game against us last year, and they were a really good team that almost went to the Elite Eight.
Coach, 2 weeks ago, you guys were vying for the #1 ranking going into Ohio State. Was there a difference in how the players approached this game?
No, we're not even thinking about it. I'm just wondering. Now, maybe the guys are, I'm sure that people, we're not even thinking about it. It's like, you need road wins to win a Big Ten championship. You need to protect it home. We have Northwestern. We're going every 2 days now for 5 in a row. And we had Northwestern right around the corner. You guys all saw Northwestern. It's just game by game by game, national rankings. We just want to continue to work, compete for you competing for a Big Ten championship, you're going to the NCAA tournament then if you're competing for that. And if you compete for it and you win, you can win a national championship. So that's where #1 would come up, way down the line. Thank you, everybody. Thanks.
Thanks, John.
Obviously played a really good Michigan team today. To have a chance to beat them, we got to play better than what we played today. We had our opportunities. Obviously it's disconcerting that they shot 53% from the field. But I look at it, and one of the things we wanted to do is try to guard the three-point line. I thought we did a good job of that. They made 5 out of 15. The second thing we talked about was taking care of the ball. And ironically, when we cut it to, I think it was a 2-possession game there, and maybe 3, 2 different times late, we had a couple live ball turnovers that led to breakouts that you can't guard or defend. You can't guard 1-on-0 layups. And that pushed it back up to 3 to 4 possessions instead of 2 to 3. That happened 2 different times. I thought those were 2 critical moments in the game where maybe we had a chance. The crowd was getting into the game. We were fighting. I didn't think our guys fought. I thought they fought. I thought we practiced well coming into the game. I thought we practiced really well. I thought they executed the game plan well, especially for about the first 30 minutes. We got out of kilter a little bit when we got behind, started pressing a little bit and gambling and trying some different things to create some more possessions. But, overall, I thought our effort was pretty good. Obviously we'll watch the film. biggest thing that we've got to do is understand that when things aren't going well for us on the offensive end, you cannot tie your mindset mentally to that, especially on the defensive end. I thought we did that a little bit. We got to get a little bit tougher mentally. We'll take a look at the film and address some of those things. Tomorrow we'll take the day off. I thought the guys played hard, get their bodies back, practice 2 more days, heading into the game at Michigan State. Just keep trying to get a little bit better every day. That's how we've approached it. That's not going to change. We're going to keep doing that. Give Michigan a lot of credit. They executed well. They're the #1 offensive efficiency team in the country, and you break down or you just make one mistake, whether it's how you guard a wide pin down or you're not level with the screen, or they exploit it like that. They got a lot of weapons out there. Having said that, I did think there was quite a few things that we could have controlled that we didn't. We've got to make a few more shots. I mean, our guys know that. They're aware of that. I thought our quality of shot was really good. Really good. Thought we had some great looks. Thought we got some things that we wanted to get in preparation for the game, and just missed a couple of them. But again, I'm more concerned with how we defend when things aren't going well or are going well on the offensive end. We got to be a little bit more unconditional at that end of the floor.
We'll take questions for DJ and Nana before we continue with Coach.
DJ, talk about staying with it. Coach just mentioned the resolve you guys are showing when shots aren't falling. How do you stay at it when you aren't getting the results you want as far as the ball going in the basket?
We just have to be mature, do all other things. We can't let that affect us on the other end of the court. And there's a lot of guys that play a lot of games, a lot of minutes for us, so we should be used to it, and we have to work on making the next play.
They had a little stretch there at the end of the first half. They stretched it out. How much of that hurt you, DJ? You think they were able to get out to 8 at half?
It's a 40-minute game. At the same time, we spotted them a couple of points starting the second half, made some ball head plays, but we try to do whatever we can to make a run. But like Coach said, we broke down a few times on defense, and they exposed us a couple of times.
And do you get the feeling that Coach Beilein just mentioned to us that it's just a matter of time that shots are going to fall? Do you guys feel that way? Encouraged that what you're doing is going to get you some results?
Yeah, we have some great shooters on our team, and one thing with shooters, you just gotta keep shooting the ball. You can't get down on yourself. You have to have confidence, and it's eventually going to knock down. It's all about what we done with the defensive end. That's the one consistent thing we gotta keep doing. And when we play well defensively, we often tend to have run out better transition, and we have more opportunities on offense. So it's all about defensive end. We gotta stay focused on that. We gave them. I think we played well at times, but we just gave them. There's just too good of an offensive team to give them that many opportunities to score. So we kind of kind of suffered that way. But overall, I just think going to the future, it's all about focus on defensive end, because we have great shooters. They're eventually gonna fall.
TJ, Coach was talking about some of the turnovers that kind of unforced. Why do you think those are happening? Some of the passes that are kind of sitting on.
Guys trying to make plays. You can't always hit the home run. We got to count on other guys to make plays as well. Some plays just kind of forced. We got to rely on other guys to make plays as well.
DJ, Coach talks a lot about getting better every day, and you guys took a big step at Nebraska. Do you still feel like even though the result wasn't there today, that you guys are still making those steps?
It comes from in practice. You get better in practice. We had a few days to get better after Nebraska. I think we got better. We did a good job preparing for tonight, but they executed better than us tonight, and that was a better team.
Nana, you wound up on Bert quite a bit. What were you trying to do when you were one-on-one with him when you were guarding him?
Just trying to stay in front of him, trying to force him to take tough tough shots. So that was the game plan. Just don't let him get by you. Kind of trying to contain him, because when he tries to get by you, not only does he have the ability to score, he has the ability to dish out to his teammates who are also great players. So the main thing was just to contain him, to keep him in front.
PG, you're in a run of 5 games where they're playing like the all way. How do you guys handle that and keep from getting overwhelmed with that?
we're gonna prepare for every team the same way. You know, it's a good league. We know that. We knew that coming in. You know, it's the start of the Big Ten season. We're gonna prepare the same way, and you know, keep our chins up, get better in practice, get prepared for Michigan State.
Anything else for the players? Okay, we'll let them go and continue here with questions for Coach.
I guess I'll kind of follow up on the question I had, CJ. You still feel like these guys,
I do, yeah, I think we're getting better. You know, I do think we're getting better. I thought we practiced really well. Three really good practices. I thought our mind and heart was in the right place today. You know, I thought we did a pretty good job on Burke. I thought we rebounded it pretty well. You know, we switched some things. Guys competed in that regard. I thought the live ball turnovers, as I mentioned, Marcus late, we tried to make a little bit of a run, hurt us. And then, you know, Herb kind of said it. I mean, you got to throw a couple in. You know, we're in here all diagnosing this and that, looking at the stat sheet. I mean, we had some good looks today. We did. We did. I thought we executed really well for the first 30 minutes, and we got what we wanted, and we didn't make enough of them. They did. That's where they deserve credit. I mean, they shot 53% from the field, and when you make a mistake defensively, they made you pay and they scored. You know, we put them in some situations where I thought we had an advantage, and we didn't convert nearly enough of them. And I think we can. We're capable. We know that. We've seen that. But again, as Nana said, I'm more concerned with what you can control. You know, we missed a couple layups. You know, you can't do that against a team like Michigan, as good as they are. You can't miss layups. Have live ball turnovers where you get sloppy and it leads to, you know, breakouts on 1-on-0 and 2-on-1s. Those are the things we got to control and minimize. And I thought when we didn't, that's when the game kind of got away from us a little bit at the end.
On that note, Tyler had some good looks. How concerning is the run that he's in?
Well, I mean, obviously, I thought he had good looks. I thought Paul had some good looks. I thought Richardson had some good looks. I thought Abrams had some good looks. And I thought we had some good looks. You know, it's not just Tyler. You know, Tyler works really hard. You know, works extra all the time. You know, so you just got to stay with it. You know, that's his job. That's what he does. And, you know, he had some good looks tonight. They didn't go in.
John, Sam Warren had probably his best game since he's been here. Talk a little about his physical discipline.
I will say this, I love Sam, but I think my gut tells me when we watch this film, Sam will be a little disappointed, not just from the standpoint of the stat sheet. You look at the stat sheet, you can say in some areas he had his best game. But I thought Sam, I really have a high regard for Sam's intelligence and ability to execute our defense, and I thought tonight, I think we'll look at the film and he wasn't on his P's and Q's like normal. And certainly I'm not saying it's him why they shot 53%, but you know, he fell for a shot fake. I mean, you know, he didn't jump to the ball on a back screen that led to a layup. And you can say, well, some other guys did, but Sam's usually very exceptional with those things. Exceptional, like lights out defender. And today he just made some mistakes on some execution stuff defensively that I'm sure he'd like to have back, because I know Sam holds himself to the same high standard that we do. Having said that, 5 offensive rebounds, shows his activity on the glass. I didn't think he played hard and competed. I thought he did some good things. We threw the ball into him a couple more times and he converted down there. Those are all good, but we got to have him. He's our, you know, I like to call him our Kevin Garnett on defense, where he's communicating, he sees everything, he covers things up, and I didn't think he had it there tonight. From a stat sheet perspective, though, you know, other than the 4 turnovers, he did some good things.
how good is this Michigan team?
I think they're really good, you know, obviously. They're really good. They got a lot of weapons. You know, and Burke, you know, we tried to make him earn it tonight. I thought we did a pretty good job of that, but some other guys hurt us. You know, Stauskas was terrific. You know, Glenn Robinson made plays. You know, and I thought they got a lot of weapons out there, Marcus.
You talked about mentally compartmentalizing this stretch you have coming up, but how do you push that with it? How tough is that when they might look at the schedule and see that coming up from the team?
You know, I don't know, Shane. I think part of it is they like that. I mean, today they were I could tell the shoot around, they were excited, man. We came out that way. I thought we came out just as strong as we did to start the Nebraska game today. I thought we were really locked in and really ready to play and had great energy. And our guys like challenges, you know. I mean, we played, you know, a lot of good teams, and you know, so I think they like that. To be honest with you, they love challenges. We've got some challenges coming up in our league every night. You know, it's one of those deals where it just is what it is. They know that. It's part of the reason you come to Illinois. And, you know, our next one's Michigan State.
John, Joseph Bertrand doesn't seem as assertive maybe as he was early in the year. What's kind of going on with him?
I thought he was okay today. You know, I thought, you know, he played 19 minutes. He was 2 for 4 from the field. I thought he was okay. I don't know if I necessarily agree with, I'm not trying to,
Sure.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I thought he was okay. I thought he was pretty aggressive. I thought he was locked in. I thought he defended pretty well. I thought he defended really well Tuesday night in the Nebraska game. I think he's making some strides there. Obviously, he didn't get as many field goal attempts tonight, Jeremy, you know, as many there, but, you know, we'll take a look at it. I thought we shared the ball pretty well in the first half. I thought we really moved it. We made the extra pass, and then we just didn't convert some of them, but, you know, we'll take a look at it, because I do think Joe being aggressive is important, and, you know, he's a big part of our team.
What about the defensive switches? A lot of the times you had a guard on one of their big men. Were there too many switches going on? Or
No, I thought it was good. Our guys did a good job there. You know, I thought it really it was good. You know, the rebounding ended up being rebounded. So that was my big concern with doing it, and that worked out okay. And you know, I think, you know, I thought our bigs did a really good job of guarding Burke. I didn't think we were physical enough on some blockouts early, where there were mismatched blockout situations where guards were matched up on bigs and they had to keep them off the glass. I thought that happened to us a couple times. We just got to be a little bit more physical there and do a better job on those.